Hello, my name is Joshua Fleck, and in this video I will be discussing the 6 assumptions of andragogy as defined by Malcolm Knowles. And I'll be discussing my final project video and how I'm going to use these 6 assumptions as a guide for how I present my resource materials. So I'm going to be discussing in my final video what I discussed in my first video, which is risk management. And some of this will tie specifically to my profession in the military, and some of this can be used in everyday daily life. So my final project video and throughout this video, I may reference the impact on the learner as a soldier and also as an average and adult individual. So the first assumption of andragogy is the need to know. This assumption means that adults need to know why this material is relevant to them and why it's important that they learn it. So when I do my final project video, I will be discussing how risk management is an important concept for soldiers in the military and for adult individuals as they make life decisions, as they manage or take responsibility for certain tasks, and so on and so forth throughout their life. The second thing is the self concept. So I will be presenting the risk management as a tool because according to this concept and assumption, adult learners don't want to be dependent. They don't want to be that typical pedagogy mentality of they're just doing what they're told, studying the subject material, but rather they want to be independent and they want to be in control and responsible for their own decisions. So I'm going to encourage them to see this as a tool, and I'm going to ask them to apply it and through their mind, through concepts in their own life in a way to advantage them. And that leads me to the third assumption of andragogy, which is adult learning experience. So I will be asking them throughout this class and throughout the application material in their regular life to reflect on their personal experiences where maybe they did not identify a risk or hazard and use those personal experiences and knowledge as an adult to apply it, because that's what adult learning assumption is in andragogy, is that adults have a lot of valuable personal life experience and they don't need to be just told all the information, but rather they can reflect on what they've already done in their own life. And I'll ask them to do that in my final project video. Next is the readiness to learn. So why do they need to learn this now? I would say that we always do risk management, and in my instructional video I will say, hey, everything you do, or you're going to take the highway where you need to go, I'm going to use these type of case scenarios throughout each assessment and understanding of these assumptions of andragogy to say, hey, why do I need to know this? Because you already are doing these things, you're already exercising risk management, so here's some tools to help you be more effective at that. And then orientation to learning. So adult learners want to know how this can be applied. It's not always just subject material, but it's actual problem solving in their lives that they're looking for. How do I apply this knowledge and information in their own life? So kind of reflecting on some of what we already discussed, I would say, hey, in my final video, how are you going to use this material and how does it get an orientation with your regular life? So back to my other analogy in my previous video, which direction to going and so forth. On the soldier side, what ranges and responsibilities do you have as an individual? And then motivation to learn, the final sixth assumption of andragogy, which is, why should I learn this? What's my motivation? What's my drive? Well, number one, this risk management, which I'll discuss in my final video, will make you more confident as you take time to plan ahead, identify those hazards, prepare yourself to take that ownership responsibility. It's going to make you more effective, more confident in real life. For those in the military, it's required whenever you're in charge of a range or an activity. So this is something that will make you more effective, more confident as an adult, and more accountable and more proficient as a soldier, specifically in the military. I hope I can do both of those throughout the video so you can see how risk management can factor into both professional and personal experience, and I look forward to doing that. I thank you in advance for your feedback, and if you have any specific pointers or questions, please reach out to me at fleck.36@wright.edu. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to the final project. Thanks.